For the purposes of this video, I'm gonna say that everything in this video, everything that I'm gonna talk about is alleged. Please don't sue me, Sephora. I really don't have the money to do that. So allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, I have collected some information that is out on the internet and done some analysis, some conspiracy theories, if you would, and I want to share them today on my YouTube channel. Sephora, are you okay? Are you okay? This is actually baffling to me. Sephora have allegedly been selling expired makeup. And this is not a new thing. I've done some digging. I've gone down a little bit of a rabbit hole. This is a common thing that's been going on since like 2017. And I'm sorry, I was not aware of this. Were you aware of this? I definitely was not aware of this. So I'm going to do my makeup today. I'm going to talk about it. I'm baffled. I'm really baffled. This was like a whole world opening moment for me. And I want to share it with you guys as well today. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I do bright, fun, colourful makeup. I love project panning, get ready with me's, shop my stashes, all that fun stuff. My inventory series is coming live next week. God help me, I have expanded my makeup collection a hell of a lot over the past 6 months and I'm gonna be comparing my numbers, so definitely stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a wild ride, wild, but yeah, you can pray for me. You can pray for me. I don't know what makeup I'm doing today. I don't know, I might use my palette of the week. It is the first day for palette of the week and you know what, I think I'm gonna do it. So, for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Mini Sugar eyeshadow palette. As I said, this is palette of the week. It was my new project pan that I started 2 weeks ago, or 1 week ago now. And this is the start of week 2. This was a randomly selected eyeshadow palette in my collection, and I can't wait to use it. I really love this palette, and a massive reason why I love palette of the week is because I can just get use on something that maybe it has been a little bit neglected over the past few months, and I can really, you know, use it and love it. So it's ABH Mini Sugar time today. So Sephora, Sephora's only just really made an entrance into the UK. Sephora for the longest time was a brand or a store that I went into when I was on holiday. In the UK, Sephora did not until very recently have any kind of presence. I think they did like years and years and years ago, but that was way before I was in the makeup space. And so Sephora has always been this like mysterious, amazing place for me that I rarely ever get to go to, that sold makeup products that I didn't have access to. It's been this almost like put on a pillar, on a pedestal kind of place, because it's so magical and so wonderful and so amazing. And honestly, you guys in America don't know how good you have it. You really don't, having Sephora and Ulta. Ooh. But it's definitely been somewhere that I do hold on this pedestal that can do no wrong almost. It's kind of like an idol, let me say. Kind of shop be an idol? It can now. So I only ever was able to go to Sephora when I was on holiday, and that was pretty much it. It has recently started opening in the UK. I think maybe like 2 years ago they launched in the UK, and they've been expanding in the UK ever since, which is amazing, but only in big cities. I live in a very, very small town. And yes, let me tell you, Sephora is nowhere near where I live. I remember the first time I went to a Sephora, it was when I was like 20, I think, and let me tell you, I was gagged. I was like, I'm here, oh my god, it was like going on like a pilgrimage almost. I was like, I'm at Sephora. It was such a huge deal. But that's what it is in the UK. That's kind of the culture around things like that. We don't get one size in store. We don't get Natasha Denona in store. We don't get all of these brands in store. So in the UK, Sephora is definitely very, very new and very, very exciting. So that's just kind of like some culture background for Sephora in my eyes. I know that a lot of my audience is American, so maybe you don't know that. Maybe you don't know how big the rise of Sephora is in the UK. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this. I'm gonna do like this gradient, I think, or maybe 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do more of a pinky look today, which I know is not like me, but my last palette of the week for last week has been this. And you know what? I've kind of liked it. I know. I normally don't like pinks at all, but I've kind of liked this palette. So, I don't know. I'm just playing around. I don't know what I'm doing. I did wash my brushes last night. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? So I'm just going to go into this lighter shade. So Sephora is huge here in the UK. It's a massive cultural, like, awakening almost. It's a huge thing. And so it is definitely glorified here in the UK, a lot more than the US, I'd say, because it is so new and so exciting. We've not had this happen. But recently I was watching Lauren May Beauty, and it was her recent video of products I'm not surprised is on sale at Sephora. I love this video series that she does. She basically goes through the sale page on the Sephora website and talks about the sale products. Why are they on sale? Why is no one talking about them? Why is no one wanting to buy them? Are they actually bad? She shares her thoughts. It's a really, really good series. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it. I'm going to go in with this lighter taupe. And there was a product in her video that was like down from £300. It was like a serum or something. And she kind of said, some of the reviews are a little bit fishy on this post. Some of the reviews are saying that this product, they've bought this product on sale at Sephora and it's actually expired. Now, that's a bold claim. That's a pretty bold claim to outwardly say, hey, I bought this, it's expired, what the hell. However, there is a way of finding out whether your products are expired, and this is what I do with TK Maxx. I will get into kind of TK Maxx a little bit later on, but on every product there is a batch number. So on here, this is E24HA. There is like an app and a website that you can go on. If you type in like makeup batch number, expiry date, like Google something like that, there are quite a few websites where you can type in the batch number of your makeup products and it will tell you the date that it was made. And then obviously you can use the little, this one says 12 months, the little open jar label to see if your makeup product has expired or not. And a lot of these people buying from Sephora did their little batch code check and realized that the products they were buying were years old. Allegedly. Yes, I am wearing a Lion King hoodie. Fight me. I'm a child. Sephora. I'm no like hygiene expert when it comes to makeup. What the hell though? I'd be a little bit annoyed. When it came to that situation. I'm going to go in with this kind of maroony brown. So when I said about TK Maxx before, TK Maxx or TJ Maxx, if you're in America, they are kind of known for selling expired makeup products. And you know what? It is a little bit scummy. It's a little bit, it's not great. It's a little bit like, it does make me feel a little bit of an ick. However, it is kind of known in the culture of TK Maxx that a lot of these products would probably not be the freshest. The whole point of TK Maxx is that is where makeup that hasn't sold or is kind of clogging up warehouses, that's where that kind of makeup goes in order to be sold off at a cheaper rate. So you kind of come to expect it from places like TK Maxx. I do not expect that from Sephora. If I am buying directly from the retailer, I do not expect that whatsoever. So I do think that there is a difference between how TK Maxx does it and how Sephora does it. It's just not on it. There are places like TK Maxx for a reason. But if you didn't know that about TK Maxx, definitely check batch codes. I have to admit, I don't really take expiry dates into account very much. I am one of those makeup people that will just use a palette for 10 years and just go, yeah, it's fine. Does it smell? No. Ah, it's fine. I know a lot of people, though, especially recently, have started getting a lot more conscious about expiry dates on makeup, and that is absolutely understandable. I think it's up to the consumer to be able to pick whether they choose to use a product later than the expiry date. Having a brand new, or buying a brand new product from Sephora and it arriving and it's like stinking, or there's a picture, I'll put it on screen here, someone bought a magic cream from Charlotte Tilbury and it had just shrunk, and someone joked in the comments that it looked like a Werther's original. Stop it right now. What is that? Baffling. Baffling. I hate to be this girl, but they aren't really blending, are they? They are a little bit. I'm having to put the work in though, oh my god. Then also in Laura May Beauty's video, she was talking about, it was the same video where she was going through the sale items in Sephora. She found a product on sale that was a limited edition collection and it was released in 2023. Which is 2 years ago, and it was the Melt X Nightmare Before Christmas blush duos. They released 2 years ago, they were limited edition. There is no way that that product, allegedly, is still in date, or even if it is, even if the expiry date is 2 years, it is like on the cusp of being expired, and the fact that they're selling that still just gives me a little bit of an ick. I mean, if it was in my collection, if I'd have bought that Melt product on launch 2 years ago, I would still have it in my collection and I'd still be fine using it. But buying it from the retailer and it being old and just no, thank you. But then, like I said, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole. I started Googling Sephora expired makeup. This has been an issue since 2017, and it was actually Laura May Beauty again that called them out way back in the day for selling expired makeup. And Sephora did release a statement basically saying, no, our makeup is not expired, like, don't worry. But then the next day they pulled everything from the shelves. Sephora, what are you doing? What are you doing? The fact that this has been an issue and it's happening again is crazy to me. Girl, just sell your stuff to TK Maxx. Why is this eyeshadow so hard to blend? What is happening with this thing? Can you see? Oh my god. I think that's just gonna have to do. I'm gonna go in with the pink and put this all over the eyes. Try and cover up some of that blending, or non-blending, I should say. Bloody hell. I would like to squash any rumours now as well. This does not mean I'm a pink girl. It does not mean I'm a pink girl. I'm having a phase right now. I'm just having a phase. It's fine. And then I'm going to use the purple on the outer part. Oh my god. Did you just see that? I just woke my dog up. I just picked up a brush and, like, took it out my pot and the whole... What? Okay. Sure. I've got some glue here. I'm just going to glue it back on. That scared the crap out of me. I'm just going to glue this back on. Have you ever had any, like, weird experiences shopping from Sephora? I've only shopped from Sephora a few times because of, you know, what I said at the start of this video. It's not really accessible for me, but I know a lot of people have had really bad experiences. Do they, like, refund you? Like, what do they do? Or do they just say, like, sorry? Like, what the hell? This is so unhygienic, because when makeup expires, obviously it has an expiry date for a reason. It starts gathering bacteria, even if it's not actually off by the time you get it, because yes, you can get like an expiry date and it can kind of last a little bit longer than that. But as soon as you open that product, the product inside instantly is more susceptible to gathering bacteria. And it can be really dangerous if someone has like proper cystic acne, for example, and they buy what they think is a new product from Sephora. They could really, really suffer. Their acne could really, really suffer. They could have a really, really bad reaction. You don't even need to suffer with like bad acne to have a bad reaction to that. I'm going to use some blue as a winged eyeliner. I got it. I'm sorry, I've got to. I know that one of the biggest pushbacks to the project panning community is kind of hygiene, and yes, it takes years to finish like an eyeshadow palette, and you know, that's one of the biggest anti-project pan mindsets, is that while you're working on an eyeshadow palette for a year or 2 years, the rest of your collection is then instantly expired, because for most eyeshadow palettes the dates are 1 year to 2 years. And I understand that, but I think that should be up to me as a consumer to take that risk, and not the manufacturer and not the retailer to choose for me to send me expired makeup. Like, that is gross. That is disgusting to me. Something that I've loved about Palette of the Week, I've obviously only been doing it for 1 week, it's really pushed me out my comfort zone when it comes to my Pan Those eyeshadows and my Pan That palette. Having another palette to kind of incorporate and just use casually has really, really made me think about new looks to do. For the longest time, I was just doing the same looks over and over again, and I wasn't burnt out with them because I really did enjoy them, but just being able to like get that creative flair back has been really, really nice over the past few weeks. And I think this palette will go really nicely with my Pan That palette as well. So I am excited for week 2 of Palette of the Week. Some other drama that's happened recently, this has nothing to do with the Sephora expired thing, but I want to talk about it anyway because I find this so tacky and cringy. I have spoken before quite a lot on my channel about how much I hate like sexual names of products, and I come to expect it from brands like Jeffree Star, or I don't know, like Melt. I think have done quite a few of those things. I come to expect it from certain brands, and it still annoys me, but it doesn't annoy me as much as it did when it comes to those kind of brands. However, something that my channel members actually made me aware of this morning on our group chat, oh my god, it grinds my gear. It actually like makes me ill. The new Blend Bunny Pro line, has blushes with the most disgusting names ever. There are names like Thrust. For a pro line, for pro blushes, you're gonna call it Thrust. There are other names. I'm not even gonna say the names because it makes me like real like cringe so bad. But I have said before, I don't like pro lines at the best of times. I did some like makeup icks videos a while ago, and pro makeup lines were part of that like ick. I just find that they are cutting out a massive part of their consumer audience by calling them a pro line, and especially now when these names have come out and they're being called the most unprofessional things. It's tacky. I find it so tacky and so tasteless, and I just I hate this so much. I know that like sex sells and all that kind of stuff, but you're marketing yourself as a pro makeup line. You're marketing yourself as like better, you know, professional. That is not professional in the slightest. And I need to make other people aware of that, because that to me is unacceptable. I'm sorry. I know I sound like a prude. I know I sound like a grandma. I know. But I can't help it. It is disgusting to me. It's so cringy. Let me know your thoughts on this. I know a lot of people will probably have different thoughts to me. That's absolutely fine. And that's fine. I'm not attacking you. You're not attacking me. Hopefully. It's okay. But what the actual hell is going on? Blend Bunny has never been, like, sexual, I don't think. I've never, like, seen one of their products and gone, like, And my prude meter goes off. Like, my prude meter, she's strong. She's strong. But even still, it gives me the ick so much. I'm gonna try and use the Beauty Bay Glow Filter today. This is not my favourite thing in the world, just because my acne is pretty bad right now. I know I've said that so many times and everyone's thinking, oh my god, Caitlin, shut up about your acne. But it's true, my acne is not great. This is a very, very low coverage foundation. So I did spot conceal before this, so we'll see how this goes. I don't understand the point of calling yourself a pro line and then coming out with such tacky, gimmicky, horrible products. This has not covered anything I need another foundation on. Okay, that's great. That's cool. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping this. I don't have the skin for this. Like, this is for people with, like, no acne who just want a little bit of glow. This, for me, is like a worst nightmare. I feel so exposed, and even my rosacea on my nose, yeah, that's not covered anything. Well, that's nice. That's great. Thank you, Beauty Bay. I really wanted to find like a full coverage foundation from Beauty Bay, but that's the only foundation that they have. I just wish they had something that I could use, please. So I'm going to use my Anastasia Luminous foundation. This is just in a project pan right now. It's pretty like medium to full coverage, so hopefully this will kind of pick up the slack from the Beauty Bay and make me feel a little bit less self-conscious. That'd be amazing. I don't really get into beauty drama or talk about beauty drama here on my channel, just because I'm not the most read up on it, and I think when you're talking about like the James Charles situation or anything like that, you really need to know your stuff because it's so easy to say the wrong thing. But with this Sephora issue and with this Blend Bunny Pro line issue, it angers me so much. Not that the James Charles thing doesn't anger me, like obviously enraged, but that's like real people's lives, you know, that's real people suffering. So I do just stay out of all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to the names of blushes and Sephora selling expired makeup, like I'm not going to be like contributing to anyone's mental health decline there. I'm very conscious about like things like that. I don't want to, you know, contribute to someone in their experience going through a really hard time right now. So that's why I don't really talk about like proper drama. But I think everyone deserves to know about this Sephora situation because I'm not being funny. This could like really, really hurt someone. This could really, really damage someone's skin. This could give someone a really, really bad reaction, and you don't know. So just be careful. Check your batch numbers and your batch codes because it's the wild, wild west out there. Apparently, it shouldn't be, but apparently it is. Allegedly. Please don't sue me. Oh my god, my skin. Oh, it was doing so well. Okay, guys, don't hate me, don't shout at me, but it was doing so well, and then I picked my skin again last night. I know. Why do I do that? I don't know. But I picked my skin again last night. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. There's only like a tiny few little like new spots. Why do I do this to myself? I'm the problem, like 100%. It's me. Hello. I'm the issue. But why do I do it? It's one of life's great mysteries. We'll never know. I'm trying to drink more water. That being said, I haven't over the past few days, but I'm trying to. I'm hoping that that'll help me out a little bit in my skin situation, because I do find that when I drink more water, my skin is definitely happier, just because my acne is caused by dry skin, not by oily skin. My dry skin flakes get stuck in my pores, and that is what causes my acne. So yeah, I need to just drink more water, bathe in moisturizer, and hope and pray to the makeup gods for forgiveness. I think that's my plan. That's my acne fighting regime. I don't know if I said, I'm using my Girls Crush water concealer. I'm all over the place in this video. This is great for spot concealing. It has almost like a film over it. So you know when sometimes you put a concealer over acne and it just like does nothing? This creates a little bit of like a, as I said, like a film where the acne doesn't break open the product as you blend it. So yeah, it's a really good spot concealer. I love it as a spot concealer. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. I have not been letting you know about the products in this video. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. I think because I'm just like baffled at Sephora, to be honest, and Blend Bunny. I expected more from Blend Bunny. Like, I knew that this pro line was not gonna be for me straight away. As I said in my Makeup Icks video, pro lines, no, I think they're a big fat scam, to be honest. So I knew that this wasn't gonna be my kind of thing, but to hear the news that they're bloody calling the shades Thrust, and let me actually, I will read you the names. It's gonna get me demonetized, but I will do this for you. Okay, the names are: number 1, Safe Word, Heat, Disobey, Caldera, Blaze, Innuendo, Afterglow, Tension, Thrust, Ignite, Hotline, Heroin, Illicit, Fetish, and Exhibition. Tacky as hell. Tacky, disgusting. Ugh, just like screams like tackiness. It's just I don't understand how anyone like finds that cool and like, yeah, I want to use a blush called Fetish. Like, no. This is why men hate dating me. This is why. This is the reason I'm single right now. Because I just hate things like this. I'm going to go without pressed powder today. Just because I'm giving it a go. I'm trying it out a little bit. Again, because of my dry skin, I think it might help a little bit. I will just set my T-zone and like round my nose. But other than that, I'm going to go powder free. Let's see. Let's see. Let me know what's the worst name of a makeup product that you've ever seen. I think that will be a really, really fun discussion down in the comments. I'm going to use my NYX Butter Bronzer, I think, as my bronzer today. Just because it is slightly more rosy tone. I think it will go with the eye look really, really nicely. And it's part of my Everyday Makeup Drawer series bronzers as well that I picked this month. I want to really use my everyday makeup drawer things while they are in my drawer, just because I know that as soon as they go back in my main collection, good luck. Good luck. It's every man for himself in there. I love this thing though. I know there was a lot of mixed reviews about this. I love it. I love how it sculpts just so naturally. It's just very pretty. I love it. And the smell's gorgeous as well. Just look at that. It's like a nice, healthy... It's got a slight sheen in it. Obviously, everything will be linked down below, like usual. But it's got a really nice sheen to it. It's not quite flat matte. It's kind of like... It's giving something. It's giving something, and I love that. I'm going to use my trusty Milani Luminoso. I have to. It's my Pan That Face Palette blush right now. Technically, my Pan That Face Palette isn't a face palette. It's 3 singles, but I've just been using this pretty much all year, and I've been absolutely loving it. I just want to finish it so badly, so I'm just going to keep using it now. I do try and use things other than Project Pan items in my Get Ready With Me's, but I mean, this blush... I've just fallen back in love with it over the past few months. And I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, and it goes with this eye look so well. It goes with any eye look because it's just a really nice... I mean, I'm okay with showing this because the pan on this is quite strange. So I think if I just like gave you a bit of a whoop, you're not going to see the pan. You're going to have to tune in to my Pan That Face palette update. They go live around the middle of the month. So definitely go and have a look at that. Also, I've just filmed my empties video yesterday. If you love empties, stay tuned. I had so many empties this month to the point where it was kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever had this many empties in 1 month, ever. So definitely stay tuned for that. That'll go live, I think, at the end of the month, like the last day. Shooketh to the moon and back, let me tell you. So highlight, I'm gonna use, I think my Mitchell Duo, I'm gonna give this a go again. This confuses me because it's got a silver highlight on it, and I don't really understand, to be honest. So I'm gonna maybe mix them and see what the hell happens. I'm gonna just mix the two and pop it on my cheek. No, it's silver. But is it kind of nice? But is it not? I don't understand this product. It's got a hint of silver in it that kind of makes me look like the Tin Man. I'm going to pop a bit of the yellow over the top again. Like, this shade is nice. I can use this shade. People were saying that maybe the silver would look good on deeper skin. I don't know. I don't know. I want to kind of understand this, but I just don't. I don't get it. I can't see a silver looking good on deeper skin though. If you have this and you have deeper skin, please let me know what the hell's happening. Because if that is the case, I'm fine with that. Like, that's okay. You've answered my question. I think I'm just gonna go with the lighter shade though for now. I think I'm just gonna give up on that silver because it's not for me. I don't think it's for any human skin tone. To be honest, maybe as an eyeshadow, great, but no. Other than that, I'm going to admit defeat, I think. Yeah, I like the yellow. The silver, not so much. Not so much. No. I just finished the rest of my face, just because I kind of finished what I needed to say and wanted to say. I, of course, have done my go-to lip combo recently. These three, this is so close to being done. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do when this is done. I'll give you a little Project Pan sneak peek. That's all that's left. I don't know what I'm gonna do when this is gone, and it's gonna be gone so quickly and so soon. I love this product so much, but I did do a duping video, like duping my beloved Project Pan items, so I know that it's okay. I know that I do have a replacement. I do have a very, very similar dupe, but I'm a little bit scared. I'm stressing a little bit. But this is the look. Kind of cute. I like it. It's the first look with this as my not Pan That palette. 1 week, 1 palette. I'm going to be incorporating this as much as I can into different looks. And I'm really happy that I've managed to combine it with my Pan That palette as well, which the blue wing was from this palette, and also the lid setting shade was from this palette as well. Pan That palette update is coming live on the 1st of the month, so stay tuned. This big changes in this. I'm super, super excited to share this progress with you guys. I'm just looking at it and like, oh my goodness me, it's going to be a major, major, major update. And also my rolling Project Pan is coming live in a few days. I'm going to film that later today, so definitely stay tuned for that if you are a Project Pan lover. What do you think about the two big issues that I raised in this video? So the Sephora selling expired makeup allegedly, and then the Pro Blend Bunny line with their absolutely disgusting shade names. Let me know. Am I looking too much into this? I do get quite passionate about these things, especially like the prudiness of these things. I don't know. I'm very old fashioned, I think, with things like that. I just don't think that these things should be like names of blushes. Like, get some class, get some decorum. you know. But this is it. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, you know the drill. Definitely like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.